Hello, hello, and welcome back as I breeze my way through another run like a cover girl model through a tube of mascara in Perfidious Pete Plays Darkest Dungeon. Last episode, it was easy, it was breezy, it was beautiful, and I'm thinking about coining the slogan, easy, breezy, beautiful, the Wield. Pretty sure it's violating a trademark of some variety, but you know what? I don't care. The Wield is the new cover girl spokesmodel, and frankly, I'm as surprised by the appointment as anyone. I hate the Wield. I hate it. I've even got a hashtag, hashtag fuck the Wield. I hate the Wield. It's normally anything but easy, breezy, or beautiful. It's terrible, terrible. But the team we took down into the Wield last episode, they just wrecked shop, man. They wrecked shop. It was like one of those movies they used to show you back in the day when you were in school on like a regular old film projector. It was always about like the evils of beatniks and rock and roll, and it was from like 1955. Our team just went in like those beatniks and started hassling a local shop owner down in the Wheel. They're like, we're a generation of disaffected youth. We didn't have a Great Depression or a Great War, and there's no strong historical event for us to identify with. So that's to you, small business owner. We're gonna listen to poetry and smoke clove cigarettes, and you won't understand us. Now we're gonna break stuff. So much for you and your bourgeoisie lifestyle. Kind of like that. You know, it's effectively one of those films, usually made to you by a company that was trying to sell like pomade or something else. It was always manufactured by a company. The film was produced by a company that had a vested interest in you not liking beatniks. Be like that, you know, they sold pomade, and they were like, oh, you know, beatniks don't comb their hair and take care of it, but if you just get your kid a jar of pomade, there's no way he'll turn out to be a 50s greaser. Wait, wouldn't the pomade have possibly enabled the greasing? You know what? I don't know. 50s hairstyle's not my thing. Sacred Scroll's real good. Pretty sure we already have. We have a Sacred Scroll though, right? Here, unequip all trinkets and sort them by rarity. I'm fairly certain we have a Sacred Scroll. Do we not? Do we not have a Sacred Scroll? No, we have a Sacred Scroll. So we don't really need another one. Just looking around for potential missions. I also don't really want to go fight the Siren. We don't really have a team that would be well suited for fighting the Siren. In fact, we definitely don't want to do that. We do want to sort our troopers by level. So we're looking for more of a medium mission kind of flair. Something we can use to get Dwayne Hicks a bump would be delightful. If we could take Dwayne down with some other level 3 guys. What are you, though? The Book of Holiness is pretty good. I don't like the penalty to death blow resistance, but I do like the stress bonus and the 6 deeds I also am a fan of. Get a medium mission. Oh, the commander's orders are real good, though. Real good. This is 6 and 1, a half a dozen of the other. Both of these options are excellent. Crusader's orders. They're real good. Bonus critical. Bonus critical. I'm not interested in the Wield, although that Grave Robber's Talisman is nice. We actually have one of those. The Medic's Greaves are at least useful. That would get us a town event of Bumper Crop. Bumper Crop just means provisions are free. We're not really looking for free provisions at the moment. We've sort of got the provisions things covered. Focus Ring is very, very nice. But I kind of want the Crusader's orders. This also gets us Lost and Found town event, which that one I'm not familiar with. Is there a town event that goes with this one? No. The Book of Holiness is good. 6 deeds is good. 6 crests is also useful. Would those 6 deeds be the tipping point, though, between us getting an upgrade for maybe one of our blacksmitheries here? If we picked up an extra 6 deeds, is that going to put us over? It absolutely does not. We need a monumental truckload of deeds in order to go up. What about... What are we looking for in heirlooms? So, Instructor Mastery, I think we should just... Okay, so you know what? We need crests. Actually, that's what's holding us back. Let's go get the crests then. 1, it has a trinket I prefer, and 2, it has a guaranteed number of items that we need. It seems the smarter way to go. Guaranteed to have the items you need. The Cove. I hate the Cove, though. I hate the Cove. The Cove is where we've lost, I think, 2 of the people that we've had killed. Both of them have been lost to the danken depths of the Cove. Maud Flanders, what disease do you have? You have spotted fever. That gives you blight resistance, but there's not a lot of monsters that cause blight in a cove. I think you can probably... We can probably make do with that. And then, what's the rest of this team going to consist of? I think maybe we take Jack Dawson. We've got a healer. We've got 2 power damage dealers. We would need a 3rd slot guy. What would be our best bet? Well, you have hysterical blindness. That's actually quite bad. And scurvy. Maybe this is the time where we give Nick Bradshaw the opportunity to, you know, just take a powder. I don't want to split up the team, but maybe we got to split up the team a little bit. We could send in Lori Grimes as well. Lori Grimes could help us get rid of some of these diseases because this is a medium mission. She does have cure disease. What particular diseases has our leper got? Other than the leprosy, of course. I mean, the leprosy goes without saying. Jack Dawson, he's bulimic. Yeah, bulimic's not that big of a deal. That's one of the ones I'm okay with going into a dungeon with. Let's take Lori Grimes in then and give her an opportunity to cure some of these particular diseases. This team is called the Greater Good. I would not have expected this to have been a named team, but apparently I'm sticking. So, Hicks, you are as upgraded as we can get currently. That's fine. Lori Grimes, also effectively upgraded. Maud, good. Jack Dawson, also good. So you guys are rocking the full sets of skills. Let's just make sure. Armor and weapons for all these guys. Oh, not quite finished. All right. Let's burn some coin then. We've got, oh my god, Mod Flanders has no upgrades? Holy shit pickles. How long did we let that go unnoticed? My name's Perfidious Pete, and I'm bad at my job. Hey, thanks. So Hicks, you're actually already good. Okay, Hicks is already upgraded. And this will be the mission that gives Hicks the bumps, which means we got a shot at going in the old darkest dungeon. We could take a stroll, head down into the dungeon. I would love to get my hands on an idol that gives us a bigger virtue chance, though. Before that happens, is that really that likely? I really don't like our chances of getting a plus virtue trinket. I mean, that's the tentacle idol, I think, is what we had last time, gives us plus 25% virtue chance. And I'm pretty sure on New Game Plus, you have a pretty significant penalty to virtues, even over the baseline game. While it would be nice, I don't know if we're going to be able to pull that off. Let's just go down to the cove, grab some provisions. Let's get up. First off, before we do that, though, trinkets, of course, Pete. Otherwise, I'm going to forget trinkets, and I should vastly prefer not to do that. Mod Flanders, you're first. Sacred Scroll, Junia's head, probably. Yeah. Sacred Scroll, Junia's head, you're sorted. Are we going to fight some Eldritch stuff? We absolutely are going to be fighting some Eldritch here, so I think let's give the Ethereal Crucifix to Jack Dawson. And I kind of, you know what, Hicks and Dawson, I kind of want to switch you two up a little bit. Let's put you in the front rank, and then we're going to give you the Redemption Armlet, which gives you extra bonus damage. Jack Dawson's going to be hitting real hard. Minus 3% virtue chance, which is unfortunate, but all things considered, not a huge overall penalty. Crusader orders bonus virtue chance, bonus stress, lowers our death blow resistance, lowers our blight and bleed resistance. I'm actually, the bonus to stress is more helpful. Let's get that on. And then what do we want to follow that up with? I mean, we're taking 20% less stress, so we can actually afford to give some of that back. We could go with Dismas's head and just maximize our damage. It'd be a break even on stress. It would lower our overall HP, but Crusaders are tough, man. They got 54%. Although, if you're looking at it from a percentage standpoint, the higher our HP is, the more that's an overall detriment. Could also go with Sir Barristan's head, which is not terrible. Bonus stress healing received. Nobody really has enough stress that I'm too terribly worried about that. Book of Constitution, Blight Amulet. We could go with the Paralyzer's Crest, except I actively dislike the stun skill. Could just do a damage stone and lower our dodge. You know, our dodge is at 20, and if we want damage, we should just take maybe like the Crescendo box. Yeah, bonus speed, bonus damage. I'm okay with that. And then, of course, for our Plague Doctor, we're not going to be doing anything fancy here. It's just going to be Blight Amulet and a Blasphemous Vial. I really would like to get my hands on one of those, them there poisonous herbs that we had. Blighted Herb, whatever it was we had last time that we used that gives us an additional plus 40% so that our blights always work. I'd love to get my hands on one of those bad boys. Love to get my hands on a cover girl too, but let's hope this mission is as easy breezy and beautiful as the one we did down in the Weald. So, medium mission. What are we going to take? You know, just standard. We've kind of got, do I want to take 2 full stacks of food? You know what? Sure. We've got cash coming out the butthole. Cash coming out the old wazoo. Is the wazoo the butthole? That's what I always want to know. People always said, oh, we got this coming out the wazoo. Specifically, what is a wazoo? And specifically, where is the wazoo located? That's what I'd really like to know. If you've got things coming out of your wazoo, to me, that sounds like you've got a significant health problem. Be like, oh, I got a bunch of shit coming out of my wazoo. Be like, oh, crap, man, you should go to a physician and have that looked at. You got stuff coming out of your wazoo, that ain't normal. I don't even know where a wazoo is, let alone what kind of stuff might fall out of it. Tentacled lurkers lie in wait just below the water's surface. Tread carefully. As long as I'm not fighting a siren, I really don't care. I hate the siren, and I hate the drowned crew. I think we probably had a more difficult time with the drowned crew on our not New Game Plus run than we had with any other boss. So we're looking for 3 relics. Is this a relic? No. So we're skipping that room battle, and we're probably skipping that room battle as well. No real advantage in the going there. I mean, if we want this curio, we can just do this. We'll just come out here and poke the rotted fish. Take all of this stuff, and then just back up. What did that cost us? Medicinal herbs and 1 stress. And the other end of that hallway, you know, no advantage to that whatsoever. I mean, sure, why not? Guts Clan's allowing us to search. Ooh, look at the lootables, though. Oh, man, we're finding it. Okay. We got a hoard of cash already, and that sort of poses a bit of a problem here. We got 3 puzzling trapezohedrons that we got to make room for. We can get rid of one of those just by burning a torch. Let's grab you. And, I mean, we definitely want this. Do we want to ditch the onyx? 750 gold. We definitely don't want to ditch the sapphire. I mean, that's $1,000. I kind of feel like we just ditch this food. We don't really need it. So long, food. I'm taking a trapezohedron instead. It's puzzling, and I'm curious about it. Crate contains stashed heirlooms. We want stashed heirlooms, so I'm getting rid of this onyx. I'm gonna ditch. Heirlooms are what's holding us back here. We need to get a lot of heirlooms. They're our current stumbling block. We're less concerned about the cash than we are about the intangibles. See, here's the thing. Perfidious Manor, we're new money right now. We've just come onto the scene, and everybody's like, "Oh, have you heard about this young upstart, this Perfidious Pete chap? Oh, yes, made a fortune down in the dungeon delving, and you know, hasn't quite figured it out yet." It's like I'm the crass guy who shows up at parties because I'm just a blue-collar slob who bass-backwards my way into money. And the posh people don't really know how to deal with me, and I don't really know how to deal with them. It's that kind of thing. I'm new money. We got to figure out now is how to spend that money to buy the aristocratic heirs that we need to pass ourselves off in polite society. We got to be like, oh, you know, I've just been driving this same old Toyota. I've had it for, 18 years. It's a good functional vehicle. It serves and meets my needs quite well. I really haven't foreseen a particular impetus to change what I've been doing. And somebody's like, oh, good God, chap, you drive one of these. What the hell is wrong with you? And they're like, oh, I guess I gotta go spend some of my newfound cash on a Bentley because that's just what you do when you're rich. Be like, oh, well, I gotta, I need the trappings. Gotta have the heirs. I can't just, apparently, just being rich is not enough. So we got a curio here. Let's poke it. Ancestor's Relic. Object of our search has been located. We got to get rid of something. I'm thinking probably bandages. If we're only going to take 3 treasure items out of the dungeon, those 3 treasure items are going to be puzzling trapezohedrons. Just that's it. There's nothing we're going to get or stack that's going to be higher than that. If we cleanse this with anti-venom, I believe it gets rid of a negative quirk or a disease. If it is a quirk, let's see who's got the worst ones. Necromania is not that bad. Flagellant is not that bad. Sickly is kind of shitty. Warren's Phobe is objectively terrible. And Diurnal, yeah, our light level's never going to be that low. Lygophobia, Plutomania, and Weak Grip. Some of those suck, but they're not really that big of a drawback for a Plague Doctor. Dark Temptation and Demonomania, I honestly don't care about at all. I suppose every one of Lori Grimes' negative quirks is locked in, so it would be expensive to get rid of. And bonus stress and dark, I mean, our torch is never going to be that low. Minus 3% crit to melee skills, I suppose, wouldn't necessarily be a deal breaker to get rid of. And I don't care what I really don't care what our troopers do for stress relief. If they have a thing that's be like, I will only do this for stress relief, I really don't care. Water's purified, cleanse the hero. Was that just a heal? Oh, okay. I thought we got rid of a quirk for that. Maybe confusing that with scrolls now that I think about it. Set off a trap. It was bound to happen. 5 damage. A little bit of stress. Not the end of the world. Overall, this dungeon has been going very, very smoothly in that we're just walking around picking up shit. We haven't even had to do anything. We haven't even been in a fight yet. That's about to change, though. And we did surprise the enemy, which in the cove is catastrophically dangerous. So, let's stun these guys. Who's next? Jack Dawson. Alright. Start. Okay, perfect. Nice, good miss. Top notch. I really want to get that guy dead before he has a chance to really, really harm us. But I'm gonna get rid of... Okay. Well, here I was talking up how good the team was doing in the old dungeon, and suddenly things are looking borderline dire. There's the whiff. Guy's stunned, gonna get skipped. We're back on speed rolls now. Call the deep. Okay, that guy's got a buff. Not the end of the world. Really, we just need to get this man killed before he whacks us with a whole shitload of stress attacks. Laurie Grimes' Blight's gonna help out with that quite a bit. 7 damage for Dawson. This guy is a real dangerous foe now. He gets bonus damage if he criticals. Oh, the dodge, though! You dodge me, I dodge you. Two can play at that game. That was a thunderous wallop. A thunderous wallop. Could go for the heal here, but I actually want to try and put this guy down in territory of fatal damage before he gets another chance to go. The Barnacle Barrier does not disturb me at all. We'll just start hitting these guys with AoE attacks. Like so. Still don't have fatal damage, but this is going to get the job done. And even if that doesn't stick to Blight, which it did, we've still got the fatal. This guy, there's no reason to hit him again. He is dead now. He just doesn't know it yet. Dwayne Hicks taking 11 damage. Ouch, that's a bit of a pump. And then all we got to do is just sit back and heal and slowly chew this guy apart. 4 damage. We might have Dwayne Hicks start throwing around a little stress relief. Because he can, and because this guy does not hit extraordinarily hard unless he criticals. 6 damage. I mean, the bleed is unfortunate, but we've got more than enough tools to deal with a little bit of bleeding. Plague Doctor, Battlefield Bandage. Take care of that, no problem. And in fact, what we could do is just withstand. We have no stress, though, so yeah, let's just keep swinging. 5 damage. We're getting a little work out of this. The Octocestus. 5 damage for Dwayne Hicks as well. We're giving as good as we get. Maud Flanders is going to patch up that 5 and give us back 5 additional. We're also going to Inspiring Cry ourselves. The critical! 12 stress relief is beautiful. We'll just go ahead and fix this bleed. 2 health. Bleed gone. 16 damage from Jack Dawson. That's fatal damage on the big old wallop, and this round is done, folks. This one's in the bag. Dwayne Hicks with the winning speed roll. Who's got the most stress? Still Hicks himself. All right, we'll take care of some of that. 8 of that goes away. That man drops dead, and we are rocking, rolling, and trucking right along, baby. We're like a saying from the 70s. Just keep on trucking. Dazzling Charm. Not worth picking up. I would rather have 3 busts. But we do have to pick up a relic here. Something's got to give. How much dungeon we got left? We picked up a scout, which is nice. This is just a curio. This is not a... Okay. I want these busts. I do. I do want them. Maybe we go one more hallway and then camp. I know our stress is overall low, but we need to get rid of some inventory items. I'm going to ditch this anti-venom and take these busts. And then for this figurehead... Is it holy water? No, it's not holy water. Maybe this is one that's okay to just touch. Oh, great artifact inspires the hero. We got 10 stress relief. Okay. The ship's figurehead, I think, is one of the ones that it's okay to just actually touch without providing any kind of additional, you know, supplemental interaction. This is the most dangerous fight we're ever going to fight in the Weald, especially if we get surprised here. Jack Dawson is looking at just incoming catastrophic damage by getting hit a lot of times in a row, and these guys are very, very likely to generate criticals as well. As evidenced by the fact that Maud Flanders just got her shit pushed in. Okay, we definitely need to do some stunning here, because I don't want to be taking that shit again. In the meanwhile, if Dawson and Hicks could come together and kill these front two, that'd be beautiful. Maud Flanders, you're going to patch yourself up, because you're all sorts of whack. And then solid aggregate damage, and then we follow that up with more solid aggregate damage. That was fantastic work, fellas. A little bit of blight for y'all in the background there. I think we're just going to go ahead and purge. Let's bring these guys to the front. Their position is largely irrelevant, but this gives us an opportunity to hit them while they are stunned. We go for the AoE heal here. Okay, taking some blight damage. That's fading off. A little more blight damage. Stun wears off. Then we give him with the old Jacques. Okay, we're making some progress. This man is already dead. Fatal damage now. Seaward slash is dodged by the greasy Jack Dawson, stepping it aside like if Billy Zane was coming at him with a pair of handcuffs and a sinking ship. Fatal damage then. Lori Grimes with the nod, and you have no stress, right? We have just 11 stress, and it's all on Mod Flanders. Well, let's just murder you then. Picked up 300 gold, a couple food, which, you know, we can carry. Darius Rucker's journal. Aw, the blackest of fates. And I find myself back in the warrens among the remains of my companions. My wounds too severe to allow the completion of my task. Thus, the desecration must resume another time. Curious, there is a ring in my pocket. Where it came from, I cannot bid guess. Though it bears the sigil of the estate's ancestral owner. Very curious. Curiouser and curiouser, said Alice. I'm going to throw 50 gold and that journal page on the floor, because I don't really give a damn. Hallway battle is done. We got a barnacle-encrusted chest, which Lori Grimes is going to... Okay, there's still booty inside. I'm taking that booty, girl. I'll hit that booty. You want some of that booty, girl? I'll give you the booty. Double-edged pendant is worth some cash. Is it worth more cash than anything else we might pick up? Not really. I mean, we gotta get the puzzling trapezohedrons. We got the cash thing pretty well sorted. We can't ditch our shovels. We're gonna need those. We could pump the holy water. You know what? All right, let's do that. Here, drink this, and you drink this. Take the Hellions pendant. Also, put the party back in its default order if you would. We're gonna burn a torch. In we go. Pete, how come you're not camping? I mean, I don't really feel like we need to camp at the moment. Everything is good. But the team's firing on all cylinders. Feel strong. Feel light. Where's our other curio? We still have not found our final quest location, which means we got a bit of dungeon left to go. I'm tempted here to camp just to free up an inventory slot. Instead, I think, well, we have max torchlight. I was thinking about burning a torch, but we got to get rid of something. Something's got to go, because we're gonna need this relic. Ancestor's relic. So, you know what? I'm gonna ditch the 2 torches. Take the relic. That leaves us 8 torches, but we also, if we get low on torchlight, we do have the opportunity to camp as well. Just shovel our way through that bad boy. Little hunger prompt. That's fine. We can afford to ditch some food. In fact, let's just, I want to keep enough for like 1 hunger prompt and a feast. So we'll just nosh those down. That puts everybody basically at max hit points. I don't want to use any more food. Burn a torch and continue rocking. How come you always run highlight runs, Pete? Well, I mean, I think for New Game Plus, it's just a smart thing to do. New Game Plus is perilous enough without the added trouble, trauma, and potential despair caused by doing a dark run. The other thing is, the torches, if you could do like a cost-benefit ratio, a comparison, the price of torches is nothing compared to the price of the stress relief or repairing and getting new troopers and re-equipping them if you let them get killed in a dangerous dungeon. It's a cost-to-benefit ratio thing, and the CBR for the torches is hugely positive. Hugely positive. Who has more hit points, you or you? You're more dangerous because you have that stress wave AoE that hits multiple guys. I'd really rather take you out. Comes the Call of the Deep. Call of the Deep on this unit is not that useful. It does make them hugely stun resistant, but we're not going to be stunning them. And I don't think that gives their stress attack the ability to cause extra stress. A little stressful incantation, no big deal. Mod Frowning's just going to shrug that off. This guy has, what, 2 health left? Wayne Hicks with the sweet dodge. Does Purge do damage? It does some damage. You know what? There we go. Finished that guy off, bummed out to corpses, brought these punks to the front of the ranks. And, I don't know, maybe we just go for like a directed heal on Hicks. Big ol' crit! I think we go for the... No, we don't want to go for the stress relief. If these guys get another turn, they're going to cause more stress than we could possibly undo. Murder is the better solution. Although in this case, it actually turns out that murder necessarily wasn't the best solution. We can probably... Okay, we're going to get some stress relief here. We're going to bring this one all the way back around. This person is dead. This enchantress, she just doesn't know it yet. She has already died. Her body just hasn't caught on to what her brain probably already knows. And I want to get some stress relief here by going around the horn if I can. I don't think you have any stress, but just in case, let's go ahead and withstand. And maybe Hicks gets the luckiest speed roll of all time? Nope. Okay. Look at this cash. We got a buttload of cash on these emeralds. This stuff's all going on the floor. More scouting. We've already found our secret room, so the scouting at this point, really all we need to do is figure out which one of these hallways we need to go down. Lori Grimes found more booty. Man, that Lori Grimes is a booty-finding lady. She got all the booty. She knows where the dankest booty be hid. And the dankest booty be... Ooh, another one of these things. You know what? No, don't touch the brackish pool. It does bad things to us if you don't cleanse it first. I don't want to have bad things done to me. I've had enough bad things for one dungeon thing. Despite the fact that this dungeon has actually been relatively smooth sailing. Comes the stress wave. Alright, now the stress is starting to pile up to the point where we may want to consider... going for the camp. 13 damage on the Thrall. Nice. As long as this guy doesn't guard the Thrall, I really don't care what else happens. Sweet dodge from Mod Flanders on the Spearfish. Hey, Pete, how come he didn't go for the stun there? Well, since this guy had already thrown his attack and we didn't beat him on a speed roll, I felt like the stun was objectively the wrong thing to do. Here comes the Gargling Grab. We might as well go for the damage and try to get him dead that much quicker. In fact... in an instant, it's just an additional effort to get him dead that much quicker. Let's do that. Barnacle Barrier means very little to us. Whether we hit this guy with the Blight or whether we hit his pal here with the Blight. In fact, hitting his pal is more useful. And that's fatal damage for you? Yep, definitely. So that guy's going to be dead. Spearfishing coming back at Lori Grimes. She takes 8 to the face. Not the end of the world, although the move kind of sucks. Give me a little bit of... Oh, that dodge is real bad. Yep. Yeah, that's real bad. It's a truckload of stress, too. We're suddenly in some dire straits. And, more problematically, Dwayne Hicks. I was going to have him dash to move his way back to where he needed to be. We got to get some healing on Lori Grimes. She's all wrecked up. We're probably going to be camping after this one. Here comes the Octocestus. The whiff on that Thrall did not do us any kind of favor. Let's go ahead and get rid of that bleed. Pete, you could be stacking damage on the guy who's throwing the bleed. You know, he's got a critical blight on him. 12 damage for Dwayne Hicks. That does not tickle. Revenge kill for Dwayne, though. Let's get some aggregate healing going. Continue the onslaught here. Jack Dawson with the 8-point wallop. This guy does now have fatal damage, but I'd really not rather wait 2 turns for that to tick out. So let's do this. Blight him up. Now he's dead. And for this round, then, what we should do is just concentrate on stress relief and healing. A little stress relief there. Got rid of some. Got the self buff. We're going to go for the AoE heal. 20 aggregate is solid output. We're going to go for the stress relief. Mod Flanders has got a lot of stress working back there. She's still over halfway. 1,000 gold, 3 deeds. We got to have these deeds. The 1,000 gold, I mean, I'd like to get it. Well, let's just do this. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to eat this food. Take the deeds. We have to throw something on the ground in favor of 1,100 gold. What would that something in theory be? You know, we already have one double-edged pendant. Let's pitch it. Take the gold. We could stack more than we're going to get for selling that pendant, which is why I make the switch. And then I think what we do here, it's time to camp. I know our light level is high. We're like a Blondie song. The light is high. Where's my final curio? Curio. Oh, it's right here. Room battle quest location. So we got to go one more. You know what? I'm not going to press my luck. I'm going to go ahead and camp. First off, we got to make, if nothing else, we got to make room to carry that thing out of the dungeon anyway. So there's always that. Zealous Vigil prevents nighttime ambush. Do you have prevents nighttime ambush? You don't. Don't you have a 4th? You don't even have a 4th camping ability, Mod Flanders. We got to fix that. Is everybody in this religious? I don't think so. Still, I'm going to go ahead and, you know what? Let's Zealous here. Let's Zealous Vigil. Just to prevent the nighttime ambush. Then we're going to pray. We got 5 stress. Oh, well, I guess nobody else really had stress to speak of, so there is that. We're going to encourage Mod Flanders, and you do not have encourage. Does anybody else have encourage? No, but what we should do is use the cure. So who's got a disease? What we got to do, let's give him the old Robert Smith method here. You got spotted fever. You got nothing. What do you got over here, Jack Dawson? Jack Dawson's bulimic. I mean, if I have to cure one, I think I'd rather cure spotted fever. Oh, that cures your own disease. Well, shit. I thought, son of a bitch. Okay, so Lori Grimes, no. Self-only. All right. Lori Grimes doesn't have the skill I thought she had. Can we do anything with this one time? Nope, we're just going to rest. So we need to do some camping survival skills here. We got to get the one that cures the plague doctor and someone else, which I think maybe is leeches. We could use some leeches to apply to our grievous and gangrenous wounds. Let's check this out. We don't have a key, but I'm still going to open it. Contents are ours. Contains, hey, that's real good right there. 12 crests. Fantastic. So we got one room battle, one hallway battle, and, you know, I may actually cash in my chips and call this dungeon early. We got relatively low stress. We've made buku buttloads of cash. I don't really see a whole lot of advantage in trying to press our luck on this one. Gonna go for the Jacques Hughes. Solid setup damage. If Jack Dawson can deliver a hit, we're gonna be sitting pretty. There it is, the double kill. And that just leaves Jimmy the Fishman back here. He's gonna whack Jack Dawson with the stress wave. No big deal. We can self-cure that pretty easily. Let's pile on some more blight. See if Maud Flanders can maybe... Well, you're okay. That's going again. Oh, we're stress wave. So we're not going to be doing anything to this guy because there's absolutely no reason to do that. Do some stress relief for Jack Dawson. We're going to have Jack Dawson get rid of his own stress as well. So there we go. Got rid of a total of 19. Takes us down to 11 aggregate. Give me an AoE heal just for the critical farm chance. No dice. Drop dead, punk. Oh, well, okay. Anybody hurt? Here, Maud Flanders. Enjoy some battlefield bandages. Pretend it's the Crimean War and that I am Big Papa Ernest Hemingway. Can't burn the torch because our torchlight is already maxed. Can't carry the emerald, huh? What would we throw on the... Well, you know what? We don't need these torches at this point, so let's get rid of those. Yeah, I'm just going to throw the onyx on the ground. Torches are not doing us any good. We only... I think maybe we cashed out of this dungeon a little earlier just because there's... I mean, we can't carry anymore. We've looted it 9 ways from Sunday. There's nothing left to steal. For once, I think I've stolen enough. I say we just throw our torches on the ground, take the Ancestor's Relic, and beat it. This is going to be a truckload of cash. And that's it. Dungeon complete. Yeah, we're done. There's no reason to stick around this one. We have done it. The Cove, we made it our little teeny tiny bitch, and we picked up the Commander's Orders. That's fantastic. This is a really good trinket. Look at this cash, 23-3. Secret rooms are the new hotness in Darkest Dungeon. Ever since they upped the Puzzling Trapezohedron's payout ratio, you really want to take a key in every dungeon, and you want to be scouting as often as possible, because these things are no joke. How'd we do EXP-wise? Pretty solid. Dwayne Hicks picking up a bump. Lori Grimes getting close to level 4, also picked up Resilient, which is very nice. Hard Noggin replaced Beast Hater. That's sort of a downgrade. Jack Dawson and Maud Flanders came out with nothing each, and I don't really have a problem with that. Let's go spend some of this hard-earned cash on a few camping skills, just to make sure that we don't forget those again. Free weapon upgrade. Ho, ho, ho. Well, we will definitely take that, then. Who needs a weapon upgrade? Somebody want to go to 4? Maud's already there. Dawson's already there. Who's at 3 that could use an upgrade? Oh, we should absolutely do our Gravedigger. Okay, Sophia, head on in here. We're going to give you a freebie. And you know what? Here. Buy a fine jacket while you're at it. Why the hell not? We got 82,000 gold. I mean, I think we can spare it. So, Hicks, you have... Okay, you have the 4 camping skills that we like. God damn it. The 4 camping skills that we like. Blake, you have the 4 that we like. Well, actually, I would prefer you having courage. Padme, you're good. Caitlin, also good. I'm not interested in experimental vapors wound now. You have the ones we want. Who else needs some Lori Grimes? You do. You don't have any of the ones we like. You've got crap. So you're sorted. Anybody else who's going to be going down in the dungeon in short... Well, Maud Flanders definitely could use Sanctuary. Yeah. Also, get encouraged, because I don't really like pep talk. Bradshaw, do you have... What do you have? Your camping skills are super important. It's vital that you have the right ones. Every rose has its thorn is fantastic. Mockery is not horrific. I'd really rather just have encourage, though. I think Tiger's Eye. I had the tiger. Every rose has its thorn, and if I could turn back time, yeah, those are the way we want to rock. Let's get these equipped too, otherwise I'm gonna forget. We're just swapping. That's a 1-for-1 swap. Maud Flanders. Let's get you Sanctuary, Pray, Bless. Let's get rid of Pep Talk and give you Encourage and Bless. It's much better. And I think that's where we wrap it up. We always do our obligatory stagecoach check, just in case there's somebody really awesome down here that we can fire this antiquarian in favor of. But Sybil Branson, do I want to trade her for Morisco, the Apprentice Hellion? I think the answer is no. Also, we should probably do our upgrades as well. Let's go to the guild. I want my level 4 skills. Training regimen. You know, I don't really feel like we need to reduce the skill level or the cost of training, because again, we got mad ducats, yo. Mad ducats. Can we upgrade our skills to level 5? Well, we can upgrade to 4. This is another reason why we don't necessarily want to go into the darkest dungeon yet, though. We're gonna want maximum rank skills before we go in. Pete, you're just buying every ability. No, that's not true. I'm just getting the ones that I like for the Houndmaster. Most people are only gonna get the 4. I do have 5 for Dwayne Hicks as well. Okay, Stark, you're good. Padme, you're good. We're going to need level 5 skills, and we kind of are going to need level 5 weapons and armor, which we likewise don't have and don't have the ability to get. We need a truckload of crests and a still, you know, a relatively healthy shock full of deeds, too. What do we need for this? 33 portraits. We're close. I feel like maybe we got to start cranking some busts into, like, other things. But mostly, what we're doing now, it's a collectathon. We're looking for the heirlooms. Those are what we need. Those are what's holding us back. And that's what we're going to look for next episode. If you enjoyed this one, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to see more Darkest Dungeon, you might consider subscribing as well. Post new episodes every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Right now, I'm going to go apply some nice concealer and foundation to my face so that I can be the next male cover girl model. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be good. Easy, breezy, beautiful, Perfidious Pete. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.